coup after coup, West Africa's president. We will take this up seriously with African Union and to the European Union and Britain and America. Take it up. It's a challenge. Yes, democracy is very tough to manage, but it's the best form of government. And we also ascribe to it. We must bite back. We can't sit like toothless bulldog and ECOWAS. For the confidence reposed in me, I pledge to you, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I will do my best. I am just new. This is my first. I'm giving a surprise package. We work collectively to pursue inclusive economic integration of West Africa sub-region. We should serve a warning to exploiters that our people have suffered enough. We should make a pledge here that in furtherance of our region's economic recovery and growth, we will commit to democracy and promote democracy and rule of law. I am with you. In Nigeria, we are back. Thank you, and thank you very much.
So yes, I've always been saying this. Why is it other African countries and even the African Union is allowing these coups to take place in these countries? We need to get more stringent and more stricter on these coups happening. We need to, because it's going to keep on happening over and over. And this is what I like with the Nigerian president saying that we're going to put a stop to these coups, which is paramount at this moment. It need to be done. And to the Americans and the English and the Europeans, they're the ones who are backing and instigating these coups. So as he's saying that we're not toothless dogs, so it's not like we can bite back, we can hit back. And this is what is taking place right now. They are kicking, like I think Mali, Burkina Faso, and a few other countries already put out the French, tell them take the base and go, and the embassies, America as well. So I know South Africa, hopefully if Malema get into power, he wanna kick the American base out of Botswana. And so they're trying to get rid of some of these bases now, of these colonizers, to leave, sorry about the noise, to leave our country, because they are not there for peace, as they say, like NATO. They are there to instigate, to overthrow governments, to cause coups, destabilize countries, sanction them, and for the most ridiculous things. So I'm with the Nigerian president. It's full time for us to stand up and push back on the West and the Europeans. And as the president of Kenya said, President Ruto, African countries need to relinquish more power to the African Union so they can take more drastic steps for the continent when it comes on to dealing with the Europeans and the Americans. And without you ceding power, some form of power to the African Union, until that happens, we're still going to be at a disadvantage, because we don't have no major strong representative to back the African culture, our trades, our currency, and the way of life. So until that happens, we're going to have an uphill battle. As President Ruto did say of Kenya. And as I said, we have a few presidents now pushing back directly back at the Americans and the Europeans, which is President of Ghana, Nana Kafa, President of Uganda, President of Zimbabwe, President Ruto for sure of Kenya, now the Nigerian president. The Tanzanian president also recently banned the use of the US dollar, just like Kenya did and Uganda and Zimbabwe. And they're more focusing on agriculture and growth and trading within the continent, with each other. So that's another boost that's going on right now. And they are putting in the infrastructure to have trade, like train lines and more lights and more places to can store vegetables via solar fridge, like drop zones, so you have less travel time and more storage to have more better fruits to serve to other markets. And it's on the uprising, and the trading and the with China, with now Iran, because Iran just signed some deals with Uganda, Zimbabwe, and Kenya, India, Brazil, Russia for sure. Don't forget we can't leave out Russia, because the Russians have been backing the Africans from ever since apartheid times, for those of you who don't know this. So it's a good look. I like this, and we're in an upward trajectory. It might take another 20 years, but we're getting there slowly but surely. But that's the key. We're getting there, and we're dumping the US dollar as the major currency and start to use our own currency. And that's a big boost and a big reason for us to, no, not reason, that's not, but that's not reason. And that's a key for us to move forward, using our own currency to do trade and stuff like that. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Let me know as well. Tell a friend, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Boom!